Law 3 is to conceal your intentions. Now, you may be wondering, why do you conceal your intentions? Aren't humans supposed to be social creatures? Aren't we supposed to share our issues with each other? Aren't we supposed to share our goals with each other so we can communicate well and achieve it together? That was my initial thought as well, until a series of events actually taught me what happened, taught me how this law works. When I was younger, I look up to my dad a lot. He's really, really not only physically strong but mentally strong as well. I've seen him overcome plenty of challenges like financial struggles. Literally, he's one of the strongest people I actually know. I'm not gonna drop any photos of him. He did win a powerlifting competition back in like 2010s to 2020, somewhere around that time. So he's literally the strongest person I know. But there was one thing that would cause him to completely collapse, and that's when my mom gets angry. And now, as you can tell, I'm being really, really transparent about this. When my mom gets angry, that seems to be the only thing that makes my dad's whole world collapse. And what do you think that did to me as a kid? I see the strongest man I know be completely crushed by the thoughts and the emotions of my mother. So that made me, when I grow up, that made me feel like whenever my mom gets angry over anything, it's just the end of the world for me. And because of that, I developed and I became super anxious. I wake up every morning afraid if my mom will get angry over anything. And of course, I had no other authority figures to look up to when that happened. My teachers know, or no, nobody talks to their teachers. Like, bro, come on, you don't share your problems with your teachers. So the only other thing I resorted to as like a 13-year-old, 12, 13-year-old boy was that I talked to like my classmates. So I'd share, not just share, bro. I'd be ranting, bro. I remember there was this one time I was ranting in the class group chat. I was like sec one, so I was 13 years old. I was just ranting in the class group chat, and all that did was I thought I was getting like social some attention of some sort, to people to comfort me or just somebody to talk to. But what that did instead was it lowered what everybody thought of me. Everybody started thinking, associating me with negativity. And obviously, as a regular human being, you'd want to avoid negativity, right? So that's what happened. I was avoided in a way. It's not in a conscious kind of way, oh, I'm going to avoid him, but it was more subconscious. You get what I'm saying? There's always that one kid in your class who's almost attention seeking, and you're not thinking consciously that I don't want to be near that guy, but you're subconsciously just avoiding that guy. The point is, when you share your problems with other people, be it ranting or just attention seeking, what's going to happen is that people will associate you with that negativity. As you can tell, I'm being extremely, extremely transparent here because I genuinely feel like there's other people out there, maybe like you, who have this exact same feeling and maybe going through the same shit right now. I don't know if you're in secondary school or maybe you're later in life already, maybe in poly with me. But regardless, never ever share your personal problems with the crowd, with just regular people, especially people in that you're going to be spending a lot of time with, like your acquaintances, your classmates, your, your colleagues in your workplace, because that would completely flip the power dynamics against you. Suddenly, nobody wants to hang out with you. Nobody associates you with positivity, and thus they would avoid you. Number two, you gotta keep your ideas. You don't share your goals with other people as well. So that first part was more of not sharing your problems with anybody. Now it's just concealing your goals, your intentions too. Why should you conceal your goals? There's actually a psychological principle that says that, I think it's called cognitive dissonance, where if you actually wait, I have the book. It says cognitive dissonance. I'll cut this part for you. You know what? I'll just put the clip there when I find it. You may be thinking, so if there's such a positive advantage of sharing your intentions and your goals, like your 2025 resolution, you gotta let everybody know, am I right? Why is that maybe a bad thing, even though that this psychological principle may come into play? Well, the sheer fact that you are watching this video right now, it proves that you're actually rather intelligent. And if you look around you and you see the guys using their phones on the bus, watching some random drama, or you see the guys in your school, what are the kind of jokes are they making about? Are they talking about? Usually it's a bunch of bullshit. It's about the some new celebrity or some shit. What's up? What's up? I'm gonna leave this in here. No, I'm gonna leave that in here. People love this. Close the door. Thank you. Now where was I? Yeah. The people around you, their brains are pretty small. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to put down anybody. Look at what their 2025 goals are. Cool. There's nothing wrong with those goals, but let's compare them to your goals. I'm gonna cook breakfast right now. Look at this: eggs, pan, butter, and YouTube script. Because I actually didn't make a point very clear, and I want to make it clear right now. So you shouldn't share your big goals with small minds. The average person has pretty mundane goals, and you, on the other hand, if you're watching this law of power video or about self improvement, very likely that your goals are not going to be average. I am not really too sure what your goals may be, but maybe you haven't found that your goal very specifically just yet. But you know for a fact that you do not want it to be mundane and average. You do not want it to be vague, like I want to get a decent grade, I want to get a good grade, or I want to pass in my exams. But it's gonna be something more like I want to become a master in a certain skill like basketball, or I want to be extremely knowledgeable in the field of medicine. But my personal goal would be to, but before the age of 30, I want to climb Mount Fuji with my friends. Because we made a promise to each other that one day we'll make it and we be up on Mount Fuji having a sip of coffee. But for this year, one of my goals is to get 1,000 subs on YouTube. I think that's entirely possible. Not just 1,000 subs, but more of 1,000 people who are like-minded, who want to grow together. Not only not just grow for themselves with their knowledge and their skills, but also want to grow together as a community. People who are interested in learning more about themselves and learning more about interactions with other people and how they can improve on becoming a better person in general. Your kind of goals are like, I want to meet people who are like-minded, who are on a constant journey of improving themselves, or their mental health, their physical health, their social mannerisms. And I want to make some money online. I want to be a better person so that everybody around me is going to be have their lives improved. So you compare that to I want to get a good GPA. Do not share your big goals with small minds. There's this idea called crabs in a bucket. Whenever you're trying to improve yourself, other people see you improving yourself, like your old friends. They, in a way, try and drag you down. Because imagine a bucket full of crabs, and once when one is trying to crawl out, the other one will like drag it back down in attempt to climb out as well. So that's really what's happening when you are trying to improve yourself or you're trying to have ambitious goals. It makes these people feel almost insecure, and it kind of pull you back down. You feel what I'm saying, right? And not only that, they make fun of you. I remember when I was in secondary school and I started watching Andrew Tate. That was when I first heard of the name Andrew Tate, and he gave me, let's just say, a lot of new insights about life. And whenever I'd start speaking about him and perhaps just a glimmer of hope that my friends would understand and perhaps join me on this journey of improving myself, They'd always call me autistic. They're like, Nigong, you're autistic. And honestly, that wouldn't hurt me because they've been saying that all this time. Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. I'm pretty sure he subscribed to this channel, but he's supporting me. So yeah, cheers on your side. Don't share your goals. Don't share your big goals with small minds. The last reason why you shouldn't share your goals with other people is because of mental masturbation. I believe you've heard of this before from like Iman Gaji, Ali Abdal. I'm not really too sure how this works, but it seems as though whenever you talk about your goals, there's this dopamine that releases inside your head. It makes you feel good to talk about your goals. But in that feeling good of talking about your goals, that motivation that is supposed to be used for chasing your goals gets used up for just speaking about it. You already got the hit of, yeah, I know what my goals are, but you're not gonna get the hit of, yeah, I'm working towards my goals. It kind of like sacrifices some of the energy. When you do this way too much, which is something I used to do a lot when just a year ago. Wait, no, that's 2 years ago. Holy shit, time flies. In 2023, I remember I used to tell like not just my friends but classmates too, and that'd be a dumbass move because number one is mental masturbation, and number two, the people I'm sharing with don't understand my goals. They think like, okay, so this guy's crazy, so that's what he is. However, there is a reversal. You should not completely isolate yourself from the rest of reality and should not completely hide all of your intentions from everybody. There's a very, very specific group that I like to call friends, true friends. And I'm not saying like, oh, I always go out with these bunch of people for lunch. My secondary school classmates every once in a while. We're true homies, bro. We've been going out since secondary school. Not that kind. I'm saying like true friends that you have goals that either align or you're constantly working to help each other out, constantly open to helping each other out, and are genuinely proud to see each other win. Like look at this clip over here.
Yo, 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 yo! Let's go!
This was my great friend of mine, hydrogen calisthenics, Biheng. He unlocked a planche before straddle planche before 2025, and that was the very very last 3 minutes of 2025. And you can hear from the very very clip. You just hear from the very clip that my English stopped working. You can hear from the clip our very excitement that you can. Oh my goodness, my English isn't working today. Dude, my English isn't working today, dude. You can hear the excitement from our voices in the clip. It's absolutely amazing. Imagine you have friends like that who are proud and happy to see you win. That is the group of that maybe three guys that you share your goals with. You share your 2025 resolution with. Don't put it on Instagram like a dumbass. We'll get into the Instagram topic in another video. But that's it. I'll give you a very, very brief summary right now. Do not share your problems with people because you may think it's attention seeking, you may think that you're going to get some form of validation. No. What that will do is that is going to turn down people's respect for you and turn down your reputation. Do not share your problems. Number two, do not share your intentions with anybody because that can lead down to two things: mental masturbation, and it can also cause you to. That was a lot of filler words. It can also cause other people to make fun of you. Don't share your goals, your big goals, with small minds. But lastly, there is also a reversal. You only share your goals with your tight knit group of friends who are genuinely excited to see you win and genuinely happy to see you progress and grow as a person. That's the only group of people that you share them with. Sure, if your family members are supportive, share that with your family members too. But that's about it. My name is Ni Guang, aka Kneecaps, and I make these kind of videos on YouTube because I just want to be as authentic as possible, and I can teach these kind of principles where I wished I had learned way way before in the past, but has genuinely helped me by knowing them. And I've just told you my story. Tell me yours in the comments. See if there's anyone else you can help or just pure intentions. But that's about it. That's actually all I have for this video. Cheers. I'll see you around hopefully.